Namaste, my beautiful Yasaman, my Shakti, my
Hi.
priestess. Hi, dear.
Hello,
It's such a
hello.
wonderful joy to catch up with you again. I remember the training, the first training that you took with me. You have taken a bunch. I remember. I think you were also at Shakti Fest. You were also in my online workshop, Illuminate the Shadow Work workshop. So after the first training of 10 days, I think it was, I would absolutely love to know what are the changes that you have felt in your life, personal life, as well as mainly I see that you are doing a lot of work these days. You've been leading circles, workshops, in person, online. I'm super proud of you, my dear. So I would love to
Thank you.
know how your life has changed after the first training of 10 days that you did with Feminine Soul
Um,
Awakening.
yeah, well, I cannot say my life is changed. I have to say it's transformed because that's the better word to
Mm,
use for the process of my life since then. And
amazing.
with the, yeah, in the first workshop, I was very stuck in all areas of my life, and I
Mm,
kind of knew what I want to do, what my purpose is at that time. Of course, I get a bigger picture as much as I grow, but at that time I knew some of the things that I had to do, but I could not express myself. My voice was so suppressed, and I was in a very unhealthy relationships, and I did not have boundaries, healthy boundaries. And yeah, I can say I was stuck in all areas of my life. And after the first workshop, it was such an eye-opening experience for me, in which I
mm,
could become more aware of all the, not all, but like most of the patterns that I had in me, and
mm,
got the courage to step forward and to speak my
mm.
truth. And yeah, but I
Amazing.
had the chance to attend three of your women's circles. Because of your generosity, you allowed me to attend the last two circles for free. And so all of them together was just like a bomb of energy and courage for me to move forward and to get my confidence back and to get my voice back, which was so amazing. Yes.
That's powerful. I remember that when you met me for the first time for a private talk one-on-one, you had mentioned that you had done a lot of different workshops. You were trained in yoga, TTC, actually multiple
Yes.
ones of them.
Yeah.
And yet something was stopping you from starting your work, to start leading your circles, workshops, whatever events you wanted to do. So what was the breakthrough that you feel that you had? And in what way do you feel that this training was different? Like, what way did it feel your feminine power, not just the masculine, but your feminine power, that helped you then after the training with me, that you said that you started leading your circles, workshops, and you even started teaching yoga right after the workshop. That's one thing that I was like really amazed to hear. So I would love to hear about that. What was that big shift for you? And what did you start immediately in your events, in your teachings? I would love to know about that.
Yes, like you said, I did a lot of workshops and TTCs for yoga, and also I was in the other healing paths. I had no idea about the woman's circle. I had no idea about the feminine path. And I guess at that time I was thinking that I have to do more courses to improve myself, to become better. But you know, all this knowledge and all these courses that I was taking, they were all stuck inside, and I did not have the ability to express it because my voice was suppressed. I suffered from lack
Mm,
of confidence to do that, and I was thinking that
okay.
I have to become better and better. So the gift of a woman's circle was the support and
Uh-huh.
the power of allowing me, because I felt like um, I suddenly felt like I have the permission to do the thing that I have to do.
Ah. So when your
There,
feminine essence was allowed to be felt, when your feminine essence was allowed to be empowered, when your feminine voice was allowed to be claimed, something shifted, that even though after all these trainings that you were not teaching, that now you started teaching, that when you're feminine, was reclaimed and was allowed to
Exactly.
just be herself, to just shine her
Exactly.
light, to just be herself, to just be validated, that it is okay for you to be a feminine woman. And that sounds like it made a big difference in your life. And I'm really amazed to know that.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
So in what way do you feel like now you are progressing more with like the COVID-19 situation? We all have to move our things online. So what have you been doing? I would love to know about what all workshops, events you've been doing, each and everything, from yoga to
First of all,
circles.
yes. Yeah. So first of all, I want, because I know that there are many people are going to hear this interview, I want to tell them that you need to be in such circles. And it doesn't matter how successful you are with your job, with your money business, or things like that. Like, we always need this support and need this community of the woman, because it's not only about becoming successful in your job. It's about nourishment. It's about love. It's about feeling this feminine power inside of you, which is so necessary. And what was your question? Sorry, it just came to my mind, and I just wanted to say that.
What all, what all
One of the things that
events
I'm
have you
doing
done?
after COVID-19.
Of,
Yes.
not just
Yeah.
COVID-19, even before, what you were doing, what events you did right after my training, all the events that you have done so far, whether there were some yoga events or any specific workshop. And if you also have some workshop coming up, you can tell us about that. And I would love to hear a little bit about your country, the country where you come from, and how much permission women have in your country, because that really goes along with the work that you are doing right now. The voice that women
Yes.
in your country feel that they have, how much voice do you feel they have?
Yeah. So after your workshop, I started my work to teach yoga and to hold circles of meditation, like various. I remember I started very small, called some of my friends to, to gather, and I worked for less money, for no money, but I was really happy that finally I started to speak, I started to share, I started to work, and I started to come out of that dependent state, like financially, emotionally, and that weak state. And then my workshops started to grow, it started to become bigger and bigger and bigger. And today I feel very successful in all the works that I do, in all the works that I offer. I am holding courses and workshops for women. And also my wish is to work with men as well, but I'm living in Iran at the moment, which is not possible to work with men, because it's kind of, not that it kind of, but it's completely illegal. So I hold workshops and courses for yoga, which are very successful, and I'm really grateful.
Wonderful.
I also do some work with healing sexuality, very simple tantric technique that I learned from my teachers on the way, that I also got the chance to experience. So I'm sharing those things as well, but very private. So
Wonderful.
these are the main things that I do.
Which workshop is going on right now with women? What is the title? I think some feminine healing workshop, right?
It's Woman's Circle. It's called Woman's Circle, and also Yoga TTC. And yeah, these are the two things which are going on right now.
Okay, so I thought you had a workshop going on, which like workshop had a different title, the one for women. So that's great. Do you want to share just in 2-3 sentences about how much the Iranian women feel the permission to be themselves, and why you chose to, empower them? And what is the level of empowerment and self-reclamation that they feel?
Well, I think it always depends how you define empowerment, because for some people empowerment is like having a lot of money and being successful in your business, which is also a part. I also agree with that. But I cannot say, because there are many women who are empowered in Iran, and there are many women who are not. So it really depends on which city you're coming from, what are the family culture and things like that. Yes, but mainly the culture is in such a way that we need a lot of healing. That's what I can say. We need a lot of healing and a lot of
Yes.
empowerment. Even I am working with a lot of women who are very successful in their jobs, but they're suffering from unhealthy patterns with their partners,
Yes,
lack of
that's what I'm talking
boundaries,
about. I'm talking
anxieties.
about that.
Yes,
The psychological empowerment is the
anxieties.
one I'm asking about. Yes.
Exactly, an unhealthy pattern of competition with the other women. They have no idea about the sisterhood, no idea about the, the power of us being together. So
Yes,
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 it's a
yes.
really new
Beautiful.
concept in Iran.
Beautiful. So I am really very proud of you about the work that you are doing, and I'm
Thank
super
you.
amazed at the way you just took off. And I'm really, really happy to see you thrive and grow, my dear. And I just wanted to give a shout
Thank you
out to
so much.
any of the sisters that are in Iran and that are looking for these kind of gatherings, women's circles, yoga trainings, and things like that. Please connect with Yasaman. I'll put her info along with this video as well. So thank you so much, Yasaman. I'm going to stay in this video and talk a little bit more, but thank you so much for your
Okay.
beautiful presence. I love you so much.
Thank you so much
And
for
I
the
look
beautiful
forward
work
to
that you're
seeing you
doing, because
again.
it's so amazing. Thank you.
Yes, I have this workshop coming on it's called the Heroine's Journey. It's women who want to have, like, who have a vision, who have a purpose, but they don't have the tools to start working on their purpose. And sometimes,
Yeah,
even if you have the tools, even if you know exactly what to do, you know that exactly if you don't have a coach, you're not going to get it done. It just makes a huge difference. And if you
difference.
are just beginning, then you are going to get started. If you are already halfway through your journey, then you are going to get much bigger on your journey. So I
True.
just wanted to just, if you have anything, any reflections to share about that, that why women, we need this kind of accountability and holding each other up, and to do it in a way that is balancing the masculine and the feminine, because most coaching that is out there, that is mostly primarily masculine. So if you have any message before going for these women that are watching, then you can share in 1 or 2 sentences. Otherwise,
As much as I grow and I understand, like, there is no way to ditch the feminine, because that's the main power, because that's really the main power. I mean, like,
yeah.
of course we need both together and all those words, all those things that everybody knows, but feminine is the main. So we need to work with, we
Yes,
need to
and you
really
got
work
some
with
coaching
that.
with me as well, right? We did one-on-one coaching. So how did,
Yes,
how did that
I
bring
did
a
coaching
shift?
with you, and the coaching was just so amazing. I really did not expect my life to grow so much after each session of the coaching. I had no
Oh,
idea about how coaching is going to work, but it really worked
okay.
magically for me.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
wonderful to hear. Wonderful to hear your feedback, my dear. Take care. Have a
Thank you.
beautiful evening, and I'm going to talk to them some more. Thank you, dear.
Okay,
Take care.
you're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. So my beloved Shaktis, that was Yasaman, one of my many, many, many trained priestesses. And this is what she's doing. You can see the difference. Now, not everyone can afford one-on-one coaching for 3 months. And right now, during COVID-19 times, this is one of the most powerful times for us to take charge of our lives. We have been put to do very deep reflection on our lives. Am I living the life that I have been born to live? If you are just starting with your purpose, then coaching will help you. If you've already been living your purpose, then it will take you to another level. And like I always say, that we are going to have a balance between masculine and feminine energies as we work together, and we will learn how can I work with both of these energies personally as well, even after the workshop ends. And we are going to do shadow work and light work together, keep a balance between the two, and a lot of amazing practices. And I'm also going to have some powerful guest teachers. One is from America, one is from India. So join us on this powerful journey if you feel called to. Thank you. Deep bow. The journey begins 9th of August and ends on 1st of November. If you have any other questions, please send me a message.